true evil stirs, the deadliest, most fearsome creature comes.
Oh, well, I mean, you're gonna make me blush purple. Thank you.
No, not you. Hello, my fellow hunters. Who's ready for some really interesting secret enemies? Rise. We're going to talk more about Rise because, of course we are. And today, the name of the game is a few of the hidden monsters spread throughout the tidbits we got and what that might mean for the game as a whole, its maps, its monsters, and its all-round good timeness. So to begin then, terrible, awful, bad news, Finger Wasps!
Hey, that's not very nice of you.
No, not really, Bigger Wasp. Though it is nice to see endemic life returning, and it is nice to have it confirmed as, yes, this game will feature a full-on selection of endemic life to match World and Iceborne, to fill out the even more adventurous, expansive, ambitious maps, and to make the world of Rise breathe. But we're not interested in endemic life, at least not today. We are interested in the most demonic demon of all, Monster Hunter, because yes, we have confirmation of Volvidon! Assuming you can see it, let me try this again. Volvidon! I know, it's there, he's waiting. He may look like an innocent boar creature, but he's there to rip your heart from your chest the moment you turn around, ruin your hunt, and generally break controllers across the world. And we're gonna have to deal with that. Though at the same time, it is rather nice to see him there, and I wonder if this means we're going to have to fight Volvidon? Please, no, I don't wanna. Then again, a reimagined Volvidon could be quite fun, so I'm not gonna rule it out, but at the very least it is another fanged beast that we are seeing, which of course backs up their claim of we really want more skeleton variety, especially with Astalos already in the mix, so perhaps we might actually get a new kind of four-legged bully monster, something like a Giran, but not an Elder Dragon, maybe something of that general frame, but new, I'd be all for that. We don't really have anything that is kind of staggy, like how I really wanted to be a four-legged monster, a full-on elk or deer, or, that kind of majestic creature as it charges through the forest. And although I love brute wyverns, it would have been really cool to have that expanded on, something like another Gammoth, but a little bit more agile. Though, that said, let's actually talk Gammoth. I know, Tigrex, I know it's exciting, and let's be honest, you're definitely going to be in this game because you're liking all of them, so, maybe we'll get to hunt Gammoth. And the reason we might get to hunt Gammoth is because, oh no, it's a Popo. Oh yes, the lovely shot of the village does indeed have a Popo harnessed up and ready to go, which of course means that Popo are in the game. And what does Popo being in the game mean? Well, unless it's a singular random Popo, which isn't usually how it's done. If a small monster is used as a beast, a burden in the villages, chances are you can find it out in the wilds, and Popo only live in one place, the icy areas, and that is very exciting because of course it confirms an ice map is one we shall be seeing. And well, that was probably a kind of duh. I mean, World didn't have a ice map until Iceborne, so it is definitely valuable information, but the deeper thunderings of that is, yes, because you could use thundering in that context, of course you can. The deeper meaning of that is that, one, that might imply Zamtrios, which is backed up by Tetranadon being an amphibian, and again, the focus on varied monsters, and it also might imply something like Lagombi to go along with Astalos, which would then mean Volvidon in the volcanic region, which we have confirmed by our mystery volcanic fiery spider, so we might full on on have the trio of bears back, which seems likely as they are quirky, very variety flavoursome monsters. So in Ice Region, Lagombi, Zamtrios, what would be left? Well, Gammoth, I think is only fair. The Popodrome herself is something I think we would all love to see, and if we are getting these extra fanged beasts, as we are in at least Bullfango and the bears, I think it's very, very likely we might end up seeing a Gammoth. And if we end up seeing a Gammoth, well, it's hard to justify putting in the least popular. Sorry, Gammoth.
It's okay. Well, I love you.
Aren't they just precious together? Well, if you have Gammoth, who is the least favourite member of the Fated Four, you kinda really can't not put the others in. Astalos, of course, is a fantastic monster, a bit of electric psychopath dragonfly, flying wyvern, and of course Mizutsune fits the aesthetic of this game perfectly. It just carries the themes beautifully, so that would be something to have. And then of course Glavenus to round it out. Glavenus has been showing up since he got introduced, of course returning in Iceborne, so, you know, the stretchiest of stretches, maybe Popo equals Fated 4. How did we make that connection? Who knows? Let's just get excited for Rise. Though, admittedly, with how well thought out the monsters are, their ecology, how they're connected to each other in an actual ecosystem, it is really awesome and a credit to the game that you can make genuine calls based on, well, so this monster is here, so that means this monster, which means that environment, which means it needs that to hunt it, but it needs this to also hunt it, and then, you know, you can build up this web from just a few snippets, and that's due to so many years of an actual complex environmental building, and I think that is just, oh, you know, that's the good stuff. Then we have a few of the tidbits, like a Bahabra returning, flying through the air, a little glimpse of it, which is basically just red, wider Vespoid, just as annoying. We have our Alteroth, which are the giant ants, which, incidentally, is what our new crane fiery friend is enjoying. Acnosom seems to hunt them, force them out of the ground with big, powerful bird thrusts. That's a sentence I just said. And then gobbles them up, so kind of like Kutku and Khonshu, so that's nice to see already, a little bit of ecology. I am excited to see if following monsters around the field does yield any interesting behaviours. I can only assume that would carry over. We also have ourselves a little bit of Guaga hiding in the back of the Great Izuchi, and I feel like that Guaga is not long for this world. So yeah, there are definitely some tidbits to take away, and the implications of those tidbits are wonderful. There is so much potential here, so much to explore, and I cannot wait to do so. And I can't stop dissecting every single little frame of every single little second of footage we got. But until next time, let me know what you guys are feeling, thinking. How do you, well, plan for Bullfango? Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you soon. Oh, goodbye.
Rage Gaming with the video flow.
But that's all that's really relevant at the mo, but I'm still gonna leave this up so you patrons know that I love you even though the outro's no longer that kind of relevant. But the new one's being worked on and it's gonna be a truly badass song, and don't worry, I won't be doing any rapping on it. I'm gonna go now. This was shit.